Guys, so like the craziest thing just happened. So I walked up to my front yard, right? And I see there are weeds there. There's like a whole bush of weeds there. And then among these weeds, I see two stalks of corn. The trees, like the plants are still young, but they are there. In the bush, they are there like on a whole bush of weeds. The two plants are there and they are thriving. And you know the funny thing is, my husband is a big fan of farming. He's a big fan of like keeping pets. He's a big fan of like keeping small livestock at home. So we had these chickens, right, that we're just keeping as pets, and we would feed them. Well, my husband would feed them. And sometimes the corn that he was feeding to the chickens would like go outside the yard, and sometimes he would feed the chickens that had gone outside of the yard. And that's how those two plants managed to find their spot outside the yard, right? So he didn't do this deliberately. He did not deliberately say, I'm going to plant corn just by the fence. That's not what he did. He was just feeding the chickens, and the seeds, the corn, because like it would be like the little corn seeds, right? They just fell there. And today I saw them thrive. They're there. So this is to tell you that whatever you are doing, whatever goal you are pushing towards, whatever idea you're pushing towards, whatever dream you're pushing towards, even if it seems like there is no improvement, there is no growth, there is no progress, and you know that day by day you're putting in the reps, you may fumble. Maybe one day you feel a little bit off and you don't do it, and then you get right back on track after that. You are doing this deliberately. You are sowing a seed deliberately, a seed of that goal of yours. And I want to tell you today that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Okay? I'll say that again. The absence of evidence of the growth, of the improvement, of the success is not evidence of the absence of that growth, of that success. So picture this. My husband plants these, right? He plants these corn seeds without even thinking about it. He's not even doing it consciously. He was just scattering the seeds, and they found their way into the soil. And then he just left it there. And a month later, these seeds have sprouted. Now imagine, he was doing this unconsciously, not thinking about it, not even planning it, but the fact is that he planted a seed. Now imagine you, what you are doing. You are deliberately pushing for that dream. You are deliberately pushing for that goal. You are deliberately working towards that goal and wishing for it and praying for it and praying to God about it and doing your best every single day. What do you think is happening? That seed is preparing to sprout and it's going to thrive. So don't you give up on your dream. Do not give up on your dream, because whatever you are doing is working. It's only a matter of time until you see the result on the physical plane. Spiritually, it's already working for you. It's already working and it's on its way towards you. Intellectually, it's working because you are planning it. You are working towards it. You are putting in the work, right? You are consistent. Consistency doesn't mean like showing up fired up every single day, like 110%. Sometimes you show up as a 60%. Sometimes you show up as a 50%. This is to tell you that what you're doing is working. Keep doing it. Do not doubt yourself for a second. Do not doubt your dream for a second. You are deliberately planting that seed and it's going to sprout. It's just a matter of time. So watch this space.